Welcome back to the 2025-2026 preseason. Sorry about that, but welcome back to the 2025-2026 Week 1 opener for the season for the Broncos. We're here in Noble, Oklahoma. We got a little forecast, and we're hoping the rain stays out tonight. But beside me today is Alex Mills. How do you feel, brother?
Thank you, Brendan. I feel fantastic. It's crisp 74 degrees out here today. It's a beautiful night for football. These guys look like they're getting ready to go.
Absolutely. And so tonight the Bethany Broncos will be taking on the Noble Bears tonight here in Noble. Beautiful field. A lot of patrons, if you say, family members. But let's tap into last year. The Broncos season was a notable season. I was with you guys last year. We went 10-3 last year, which is a very good record. Unfortunately, lost in the semifinals. We lost a couple players being seniors. Jackson Payne was our quarterback last year, which he just did a lot last year and for the team. But stepping up this year for quarterback, I believe, will be let's get it right here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Brody McLaren. He's a junior this year, and we actually saw a little bit of him last year. Show a little bit of athleticism, get some throws in at the later games, and see him run the ball, which was really cool to see. We got a notable player, Brick Brady, sophomore tight end, defensive end, which we like to say a clone of Gronkowski, 6'5", sitting at 235. So he did really good last year playing, and we're excited to see him this year. Another guy which was huge for our offense was Wyatt Geisler, wide receiver and cornerback. He made a lot of great plays during the playoffs, which helped this team a lot. But we're excited to see some new faces, see some new freshmen and sophomores playing this year, get some playing time. I know I'm really excited to see Malaska play. He was a very notable player last year with playing wide receiver and quarterback. He had some big-time catches, and some blocks playing defense and tackles. So, Alex, we're really excited to be here today. And actually, we want to give a shout-out to a brother of someone that just stepped up this year, Charlie Tolley's brother. Actually, last year, Charlie Tolley pitched a complete game shutout in the 4A quarterfinals, which was absolutely breathtaking. Good performance by him. But his brother, Peyton, actually just got called up to the Red Sox and is pitching tonight, and is actually, as we've been watching, is playing really good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm a huge Red Sox fan, Brendan, and seeing a young kid go out there with the best of them. He's dealing against Paul Skeens tonight, that's a household name at this point. Everyone knows who that is. Started out the game, struck out 2 batters, and then the other one popped up. So good start to the game for him. Absolutely love to see that out of a young kid like that, just building that confidence. I mean, stepping out in front of 50,000 people in Fenway Park. Really a historic sight, and just absolutely love to see a young kid go out there and deal like that.
Absolutely. That's very exciting for the family. I'm sure everybody's watching. Not sure where the family's at tonight, if they're up in Boston or here at the game, but
hopefully
that's
hopefully
exciting.
They made a little trip, man. That's a dream of mine, to go watch a game in Fenway Park. It is absolutely beautiful up there. And, you get the perks of watching a guy like Paul Skeens on the other team, too. So, I mean, absolutely beautiful baseball tonight.
Absolutely. We're seeing a little bit of Bethany funneling here in a little bit. Looks like the band's here, but good show out by Noble so far. So I think we're going to have a good game tonight.
Absolutely. Lots of people starting to file in. Getting that August air.
Absolutely.
That early football is back. We got college football coming back, NFL on Thursday. Absolutely amazing time of year. Can't ask for a better time.
I know we were almost prompted to go get us a corn dog over there. They have a little inflatable that waves us over there, but we had to stick to the diet, not go over there. You guys don't believe me? welcome back here at Noble Stadium as we watch Noble Marching Band perform a song.
Oh my God.
Alrighty, welcome back. Your captains for the Broncos tonight. Number 18, Baron Tahi. Number 5, Seth Griner. And number 67, Chase Clayton.
And your captains for the Noble Bears, number 2, Seth Wilson. Number 3, Nate Standridge. Number 14, Jackson Steely. And number 56, Logan Clark.
Not your typical week 1 weather. Usually sunny skies and a little bit of heat, but for tonight we got a little bit of an overcast and some good weather. This is fall primetime weather for football.
Crisp 70 degrees out here tonight, Brendan. I mean, football is officially back. I am so excited. This is going to be a great weekend, a great year. I'm ready for some football.
Absolutely. Good turnout tonight for both teams. Got a lot of Noble fans here, and pretty good Bethany turnout tonight. And for those people that are at home listening to us, we appreciate you being here, and we'll try to execute a good performance for you guys here on Oklahoma Sports Network, and we appreciate it.
Looks like your Broncos will receive the opening kickoff. Your Noble Bears will kick off.
I think that's a pretty smart move by the Broncos, giving them the advantage of trying to score first.
I always liked starting off the year with the ball. That was something that we really enjoyed doing. You know, you kind of spent all off season putting your pieces together, what you got, returning, and that's what I love about week 1. You really just kind of try to find your identity, what you want to run throughout the year.
Absolutely. Broncos band sounds really good this year. So shout out to those guys, bringing a great performance.
Well, Bronco fans, your summer-long wait is over. They are about to take the field for the first time this season.
Very exciting for us, and I'm sure for most of the family that's listening here.
A little bit of a police escort entrance here for your Noble Bears.
I wonder where that Noble bus is going. Might be some athletes or something like that going somewhere else, but the fun is here, and we are live.
Great turnout here tonight, Brendan. I'm seeing fans lined up all over the stadium. The stands in front of us are packed up. And here come your Broncos.
Yeah, absolutely. These Noble parents and fans and family, they really did show out tonight. Got some kids sitting on the wall over there. But, yeah, great stadium, great vibe. This is the first time I've been here in quite some time. I know it's your first time being here, but good stadium, and
yeah,
we're excited to be here.
Facility for sure.
Oh, that's what it was. They bust over the Noble football players to the other side of the end zone to run out of their little tunnel. Haven't seen that before, so that's pretty cool.
Nothing like a little police escort into the stadium. I like it.
Yeah.
Very, very unique. I know these Bethany kids are just itching to get out here on this field.
Yeah, you can see them. They're alive, and they're ready to rock and roll. But like I said in our little pregame, I'm really excited to see how McLaren plays tonight. I know this is his first, official start for his season this year. Like we said, we got to see him play a little bit last year, and he played really good. Showed big signs of athleticism and has a really good arm. So I'm excited to see how he commands the field tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
But again, yeah, we want to give a shout out to Tolley for his brother making his debut today.
Absolutely, absolutely. We had a former Bronco brother of Peyton Tolley, who just actually got his first major league career start in Fenway Park tonight against Paul Skeens head-to-head. So far, the Red Sox have not given up a run through 6 innings. We saw his first couple innings. He struck out 2 in the first. Pretty impressive stuff from a young kid like that getting called up. I love those videos of those guys getting called up to the league. Really just, for that whole entire family, it's really cool to see all that hard work and time pay off. So
absolutely. Congratulations to the family. I know everybody's happy, and to friends.
I mean, you really can't ask for better weather if this rain holds off, Brendan. I mean,
yeah,
just
absolutely.
A cool 70 degrees.
Yeah, I think the press box we're in, it's a little more tinted than it is outside, so it seems a little darker in here. But yeah, absolutely, it's not too bright, but got some great weather. You can't be more happy and glad about that.
Absolutely.
I know as former players, that week 1 is really hot.
That week 1 August, man.
Absolutely.
Friday Night Lights are back.
Your kicker for tonight is Carson Rogers. He's going to be teeing it up. Going to get this game started off for today.
And then returning for your Broncos, number 4, Jagger Weaver. And looks like maybe that's number 11, Damian Aguilar.
Absolutely. We saw a lot of Weaver last year, so excited to see if we can get it to him. Here we go. And the season has officially started. Kiefer's got the ball, and he gets tackled around the 15-yard line. So this will be the debut for McLaren and his offensive team. Really excited to see what they can do this year.
I'm really excited to see what an offense starts out with week 1. Do you run the ball, try to get that established? Do you throw a bomb on the first play? I'm really excited to see what we start with here.
They've been really aggressive last year. So just stick to the ground game. Curran throws it out wide. It's incomplete for his first pass.
You got to get through some of those nerves. I know stepping out into the field for your first time, he'll be just fine, after a throw like that.
Absolutely. And we do want to apologize in advance. It is kind of hard to see Bethany's number from this height and distance, so we'll do our best to get you the names and numbers. But it looks like at running back we have Wyatt Kiefer. Kern's got it, makes it pitch out to the outside.
Tackle there by Seth Wilson on the running back. Came all the way down from his safety spot, linebacker spot.
Yeah, so that'll bring up kind of a lengthy third down. 2 plays, kind of tough right there, but we'll see what kind of play they throw out for third down. Seth Griner back in the backfield. Got a little motion. He's going to swing it out to him. Let's see what he can do. And he's got a hole. He's got a lane. He's at the 50. And he gets drug out right about the 45.
I mean, what a play there. Holy. That's number 5, Seth Griner. Absolutely making kids miss on the outside right there. Beautiful run. Can't ask for much more out of a running back than a play like that.
Absolutely. They really needed that one right there. He broke free, made a really good athletic play right there, and just kind of got around the edge. But that'll bring up a first down right around the 50, I think, or 48.
That's just some momentum you're looking forward to, on your first possession of the season.
Absolutely. But Kiefer joins McLaren in the backfield once again. Looks like we got some little pre-movement up on the front offensive line. Yeah, it's going to be a Bronco false start. Bring it back a couple yards.
We've seen a little bit of those swing passes out wide pretty early here. We'll see if that's what they stick to.
So about 1st and 15 here. They're going to give it to Kiefer right up the middle. He's got a little bit of a lane. He gets hit hard. He's going to bring it back right about to where they started off.
Yeah, great cut there. And, that's just one of those trap plays inside that, a defensive tackle thinks he's about to make a big play, and then a guard picks him up, and great cut there by the running back.
So we're back to where we originally started, 2nd and 10. Oh, we got him on that one.
Got him right back. I love when a high school offense can mix in some of those hard counts.
Absolutely. That was greatly executed, too. Kind of 2nd and 10, moves them up and gives them kind of in a better position to get a first down.
Maybe a little bit of acting there from the center, a little flop on the back.
Kiefer in motion. Clarence scanning the field. He's got a lot of time. He's trying to make a move to the outside.
I'm really impressed there that he did not get sacked. Made a quick little move to the sideline. I think he got close to the line of scrimmage, maybe lost, but that's an impressive play from your quarterback to still get outside.
Yeah, great up on the offensive line. Gave him a lot of time. It looks like Brady's checking into the game, going at tight end. See if maybe they'll get him on a little swing route or something. McLaren hands the ball off. Picks up around 4 yards right there. A little bulldozer run.
Little early game, 4th and 2, 4th and 3. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field here and go for it. I like that call. Keep
Absolutely.
that momentum rolling.
So 4th and 2 here. This is the first 4th down for the Broncos, and they try that hard count once again. I don't blame them. It's like McLaren's giving them the play now. McLaren hands it off to the outside, and they're going to pick up the first down. He's got a little bit of a lane, makes a big move, and gets brought down right around the 20.
It really does slow a defense down when you get a little hard count. Play clock's winding down, and they're thinking maybe they're just calling a timeout, and then you snap the ball quick with a second left, a little end around, and made a great play there.
Absolutely. That was Seth Greiner right there, notable player that we talked about in the beginning. Really excited to see what he's going to do this season. And Kiefer joins McLaren in the backfield. He's going to fake it. Yeah, just nothing doing right there. McLaren tried to make a move, but at least he didn't get sacked and brings up 2nd down.
You like to see that from a quarterback, especially this is one of his first games out here starting, not taking any unnecessary risks, unnecessary throws. You're in the red zone, live to fight another down. That's a smart play.
Absolutely. So about 2nd and 8. Right here, we're right on the line for the red zone. Kiefer once again joins McLaren He's going to fake it again. A little lob pass to Brady. He's fighting. They got him by his foot, but he almost got in there.
I tell you what, that kid is 6'6", and for a second there I didn't see him, and then he stood up off the end there, and man, he had a lot of green grass around him. Great play call, little pop pass over the middle.
I like that. Yeah, that's what we're going to be seeing out of Brady this year. He was doing a lot of that last year as well, and I know a little bit of time and his olderness get you prepared for the season, so I think he'll have a great season as well. Yeah, it looks like they got a little bunch set on the right. Kiefer's alone in the backfield this time, this quarterback, and he's just going to take it, dive right at it, and takes it to the outside. He gets met pretty hard, pulled around about the 5.
Yeah, I like those little wildcat formation right out the rip. Get your skill guys in and get some extra blockers in there in front of him.
Absolutely. It looks like Kiefer's going to stay at quarterback. Run a little wildcat and see if we can punch it in the end zone. They did a lot of that last year with Gilliland, and it was pretty successful. So he's just going to take it to the outside on the left this time, and he's going to punch it in for your first touchdown for the Broncos.
There you go, Broncos fans. First touchdown of the season is a beautiful drive. I mean, they were backed up at the very beginning. Little 85-yard possession there.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see starting out week 1.
Little momentum shift. And you love to see them battle out of some long third downs, some penalty yards, and, just some things that set you back. But they made some great plays to, continue that drive.
And the PAT is good. That was Cody Martin. But after that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Drive. We got about 7 minutes and 21 seconds left on the clock, so a really good first drive right there, getting the first week started, getting the jitters out, and the least you could say was, they scored.
Yeah, great possession there by Kiefer, punching that last run in. Made a lot of good cuts on some early runs in that possession. They moved the ball along pretty well. So
absolutely. I know we're going to see a lot of that kind of wildcat where the running back stays at the quarterback, which Kiefer executed very excellently, and I know we're going to see that a lot this year.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when you got a kid, that is that big and is that quick at running back. Why would you not want him to just start with the ball?
Absolutely. And after the PAT, Cody Martin's going to kick us off for his first touch today. Big, high, towering kick. It's like number 2, Seth Wilson, picked up the kick, and he's going to be met pretty hard right about the 25.
Yeah, that's what you like to see out of your special teams there. Really, really good gang tackling there by the Broncos. So, just some of those early season special teams moments, you like to see that success. You don't want to give up any big plays.
Absolutely. And for the first time this year, Broncos defense is taking the field, and we're going to see how this goes. Empty backfield for the Noble Bears. He's going to get a little lob pass over the middle to number 3.
Yeah, just one of those little quick hitters, send your slot guy on a little slant route. Just, get your quarterback comfortable, starts the possession.
Absolutely. Senior Jackson Steely is the quarterback in for tonight for the Noble Bears with first week, first game, first play with a completed pass.
Can't ask for a better start than that.
No, you can't. But joining him in the backfield is Cohen Soul. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. He's going to hand it off, fake it. He's going to make a move, but it gets met hard right in the middle. Looks like that tackle made was actually by Kiefer, playing a little outside linebacker.
Absolutely. Came all the way downhill. Was not fooled by the little fake handoff there. Made a great play.
Looks like on defensive end we got Marcus Lopez on the right side. Number 63, Gabe Baxter, defensive tackle. And we got Breck Brady over there on the left side. And number 67, we got Chase Clayton. Clanton.
Looks like maybe a little bit of a play clock malfunction there.
Jackson Steely's alone for this one. We got trips outside. A little bit of motion going. He's got it looking for a source. They get a little inside zone. Ooh, he gets met hard by Kiefer, but they're going to get close to that second down, bring it up, I believe, third down here. Second down.
Yeah, just a quick little, wide receiver on the far side there. A little screen pass on the inside. You let go your right guard, right tackle, and they were out in front picking up some guys. So, quick little screen pass. They've been sticking to that 5 wide look so far to start the game. Looks like they are going right into a jumbo set right off the rip.
Absolutely. So we got third and short. Steely's under center. Oh, but he gets met hard by Kiefer in the backfield once again with the back-to-back-to-back tackles.
What a play by Kiefer. Wow. Came barreling in there. I mean, untouched. Read that right from the get-go. Great play.
That inside stunt. Being outside linebacker, baby, that's all you can wish for is that open lane. It looks like Noble Bears are going to be punting it here. Got 4th and 4, and we got number 4, Jagger Weaver, to receive the punt. Weaver's really, really fast and had a really good season last year, so excited to see if he can break one out. It looks like they're going to fake it, and number 2's got a lane outside. He gets it hard, he fumbles the ball, but it goes outside. I don't think they picked up the first down. That was Seth Wilson.
I think they're going to give him the first down, Brent. I think he just barely reached that marker on the outside. Maybe even the fumble helped him out a little bit with that first down. But
that's something you don't see very often in high school football is a fake punt, and they executed it well.
Yeah, part of your job as a punter is once you take that snap, you kind of take a quick look at what's going on, and just saw no Broncos on that far side and just took off.
So 1st and 10 at the 45. We got 4 minutes and 29 seconds to go. The Broncos still leading 7-0.
Looks like we're still having a little bit of trouble with that play clock.
Yeah. I was wondering that myself, if it was going to start. But we got it going. Steely's going to get it. He's rolling around to the right. Brady's chasing him. Completes a pass. That was Nate Standridge. Picks up the first down.
Looks like we're going to get a holding here, Brendan. I think I don't know if that was on when Brady broke through on that far side, or if it was one of the inner linemen. But
I believe it was Breck that got the hold, because he almost was right there to get Steely, but yeah, it's going to push him back a couple yards to about 1st and 20. It looks like, which is a little tough, but I think they'll stay in that spread offense.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll go back to one of those quick hitters that they've been going for.
So actually our QB is going to check into the game for a little bit of safety action. McLaren is over here on the right side, so we'll see. I haven't seen him. I don't think he played much defense last year, but excited to see what he's going to do today.
I love when you can have an athletic quarterback like that can play both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. So 1st and 20 to go, 4 minutes left on the play clock. Going to get a pass once again, but it falls up incomplete, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, it looks like Standridge cut that route off, and Seeley just didn't quite get it to him.
So still 2nd and 20.
Also, looks like they're going to come back to a trips on this close side here. Really opening up that passing offense so far.
Second 20 here, got a bunch set to our side. A little bit of motion. Seeley gets flushed out of the pocket, looking downfield, makes a lob pass, and number 6 has got it. He's got a lane. He's at the 10. He makes a move. He's got a 10. Touchdown, Noble Bears.
That is Cohen Soul. Looks like he just got, nobody picked him up out of the backfield on that right side. Just a little wheel route. Good throw there by Steely for the touchdown.
Yeah, the Broncos applied the pressure that was needed, but Steely made a good move to the outside, found a wide open guy. I think a little bit of the eye candy over here with the trip side kind of got our side over here, but good move by Cohen Soul right there.
Absolutely. You get that wide receiver on that backside with a little bit of a post, and sometimes the corner gets sucked in, the safety gets sucked in, and you just lose the running back there.
Carson Rogers is going to tee it up and get his first PAT for today.
Just an unfortunate break there for the Broncos.
Yeah. Kicks up. It's in the middle, and it's good. So the score, 7-7. 4 minutes left to go on the clock, and we'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network. Welcome back with Oklahoma Sports Network. We're at Noble Stadium today, 7-7 after a long drive from Noble to tie it back up with 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go. How do you feel about that Noble drive that we just saw, Alex?
It's just kind of that similar thing. You get backed up on a holding penalty there, go 2 plays where not a whole lot cooking, and then all of a sudden you bust a 60-yard, 50-yard touchdown off. I mean, that's just one of those play calls that you like to keep in the back pocket for those long third downs.
Absolutely. So we got Damian Aguilar in the backfield. Alongside him is Jagger Weaver to receive this kick. Lacing it up is Carson Rogers once again for the kick. High kick over to Weaver. He's got a little bit of a hole. He's got some good blocks. Great return by Weaver down about the 45-yard line.
I tell you what, Brendan, you are not lying. That kid is fast.
He is. When he gets going and sees the side, he's gone.
A little bit of a shout-out to the guys up front there, too. Absolutely beautiful blocking.
Absolutely. And that's a tough thing to do on a kick. Blocking, but
if you've ever been on that front line at kickoff, yeah, you know what it's like to get a little contact in.
Absolutely. I don't know if timeout was called or not. I believe so. That's the first timeout for tonight. But with that timeout, we'll take a little break and be back with you with Oklahoma Sports Network. here with Oklahoma Sports Network. Score still 7-7 here in the Noble Stadium. 3 minutes and 56 seconds to go on the clock as the Broncos offense take the field once again for their second drive for today. McLaren and Kiefer in the backfield for a little fake pitch by McLaren. He's going to pick up about 5 yards.
Yep, tough little run there. Looked like it was going to be a speed option. Quarterback saw a lot of flowing going on towards Kiefer, which you're probably going to see all night. And just nice little run up the middle there.
Absolutely. So that brings up about 2nd and 6. We're on the 48-yard line here, right in the middle of the Noble Bears logo. But it looks like they're going to stay in the same set. Hand off to Kiefer, and he's got a little bit of a lane, makes a move. Great run, gets pulled down right at the 30 for 1st and 10.
Little leash on McCoy juke in the middle of the field there. Great run there by Kiefer.
Absolutely. And number 18, Baron Tahi checks into the game as running back as he takes a little bit of a breather after that impressive run.
Kid's been all over the field already tonight. I don't blame him for needing a little bit of water.
So 1st and down, 1st and 10, right at the 45. He's going to hand it off to him. It's around 3 yards right there.
Yeah, just a nice little off-tackle run there. Pick up a few. He never complain about a little 4-yard run, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So that brings up 2nd and 7 with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left on the clock as it's still rolling. Yeah, they're going to keep Barron in the game at running back and keep feeding him the ball. We're going to fake the run. He's got some pressure. McLaren tries to make a move, but he gets stuffed in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, just nothing going on downfield. Looks like they had 3 wide receivers out and about 4 or 5 guys out there in coverage. So,
yeah, that was an aggressive call from Noble, kind of sending those Mike and Sam blitzes, which are the linebackers.
Again, though, you like your quarterback to not force anything down the field. So sometimes you take a negative for.
So Breck Brady's out wide. Seth Griner joins McLaren in the backfield. Little motion with him. He's looking at him. He's going to give it to him. Griner makes a little bit of a stiff move. Not much room to go there, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos stayed aggressive here. You're almost in the red zone territory.
So number 12, Kiefer's going to come back into the game. Bring up 4th and 7 with 1 minute and 12 to go.
I like this little bit of no-huddle offense here that the Broncos have been running.
We got 3 wide with 4th and 7 to go. Brady's over here to the right. I think we've got a timeout from the Broncos. They're going to talk this one over and see if they can get this 4th down, either a touchdown or a 1st down.
I tell you what, Brady's over here got 2 guys on him. He's getting a lot of attention already.
Yeah, it looks like Noble watched their film from last year. That one-on-one, it's tough to cover Brady sometimes.
Yeah, at 6'6", I mean, that's definitely a target that a quarterback dreams about.
Absolutely. Like we said, a clone of Gronkowski, if you'd say.
Normally as a defensive coordinator, you would think pass on a 4th and 7 like this, but the way Kiefer's been running the ball, you have to stay loyal to that run.
Absolutely. I think they might try something to swing him out, pitch him the ball maybe, or give the ball to Brady. But with double coverage, that's a little tough. But I wouldn't put it past him to make a play on it. So the Broncos take the field once again. So we got 4th and 7 with 51 seconds left to go. Still on that trips to the left side with Brady over here. Double coverage to the right, short side, with Kiefer in the backfield with McLaren. McLaren's looking at that left side, and he doesn't see his blind spot with a safety blitz, and unfortunately gets sacked for a loss.
Yep, that was number 40, Andrew Holmes, who looked like he was going to jam Brady on this right side, but instead just a little corner blitz, and those corner blitzes, from your blind side, man.
Absolutely. And I saw the coach talking to him on that timeout, and I'm sure that's what they discussed. But in any event, the Broncos defense takes the field for the second time this game, and 1st and 10 right about the 42-yard line. .48 seconds left to go on the clock in this first quarter. Steele's going to hand it off to number 6, Cohen Soul, but he's going to get stuffed and actually makes a barrel move up for about 4 yards.
Yeah, great push up front from those big guys, and just a great run from Soul there, keeping those legs turning.
Absolutely. So that brings up 2nd and 5, but I don't think they're going to get enough time on the clock to play another one. I think we'll let this one roll out to the second quarter.
Yeah, give your guys a little bit of a break. Great first quarter of action here.
Absolutely. We've seen a lot of mix-up emotions and plays with both teams. We've seen a pretty successful Broncos offense so far, which I'm pretty impressed with. Unfortunately, that ended with a sack. And
right, yeah. Going back to that 4th down, it's just one of those play calls. As offensive coordinator, you call that play, and something as simple as your running back just happened to be on the wrong side of the blitz, and nobody came to pick up that blitz. So still a lot of good possessions so far from the Broncos offense. Which like we talked about in the pregame, you got to get going somehow and find your identity.
Absolutely. That was just the first quarter as well, so glad to see we got some points up on the board. Still 7-7 in this ball game, and it seems to be a lot of Bethany fans showed up, and family members and friends. I didn't catch that, but that's good to see. First week, baby.
Absolutely, got a little student section on the far right of the bleachers here, and you love it when you can get a good crowd to travel.
Absolutely. So the Noble Bears are going to take the offense back the other way. The second quarter now with 12 minutes. As the Broncos defense takes the field and see if they can defend this Noble offense so far. But yeah, that brings up 2nd and 5. Steele in the backfield alone. We've seen a lot of that this game. He's got a lot of time back there alone. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw another tunnel screen. Yeah, he's just going to flip it out to the left side. And Broncos do a good job of covering that up, and Kiefer was over there to get the tackle.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of 5 wide from this Noble offense so far, just hitting those quick hitters. I'm wondering if maybe they're setting something up, a little fake pass, and then hit a long shot on the outside, or if they're just going to keep dinking and dunking. We'll see.
That brings up 3rd and 2, 45-yard line. They might try to flip something over here again. So we'll join Steele in the backfield once again. He's going to give it to him, but he's going to be met hard by Breck Brady in the backfield for a loss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Unbelievable play by the DN there. Read it right from the get-go. I'm wondering if maybe Steele, if they were supposed to let Brady go, and if he was supposed to, take that ball with him or not. But either way, amazing tackle on the running back there.
Absolutely, and that's a lot of the stuff we're going to see this year out of this kid. And we saw a lot of it last year. Very, very impressive. Played really good in the playoffs. Made a lot of big tackles. And, he's just a problem on the end for the other opposing team.
I'm wondering if Bethany's a little...
But Seth Wilson for the punt. He's actually going to punt it this time. High kick. It's a good bounce. Weaver's thinking about it, and he grabs it, picks it up, but he's got hit hard by number 84, Tucker Dosher. But not bad playing field, right about the 25-yard line. Good punt from Noble. So this Broncos offense is going to get another chance.
Yep. We'll see. What kind of how aggressive they're going to be right out with some decent field positioning, but you're definitely backed up a little bit. So
11 minutes even on the clock. Still 7-7 tonight. So right after a good tackle, Brady's going to join the offense as a tight end on the left side. We still got Kiefer in the backfield. McLaren's got it. He's going to hand it off to number 5, Seth Griner. A little switcheroo right there. Kind of tricked me, but picked up a first down. About 12 yards on the play.
Yep, just a little bit of wide receiver end around. You can already see the impact that Kiefer's having on this game, all the attention that he's getting, when he is even just running up the middle there. So, great play call there.
So, trips out to the far side. Kiefer in the backfield once again. Yeah, they're going to give it to him on this left side. He's got a bit of a lane, makes a move, gets hit, but picks up 4 yards.
A little tackle there by the corner Hayden Kudra. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that last name incorrectly, but
we're doing our best with our options. Yeah, it looks like the Broncos are still going to stay in that trips look out to the outside. I think that's working for them so far. So, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Yeah, butchered that one. Sorry about that. But yeah, they're going to stay in that 3 wide with Brady over here on the tight end side on the left. Kiefer motions out. McLaren's looking for something. He's got a little bit of a lane. Makes it 2 moves. Great move. Picks up his feet. He's running out to the outside, and he gets hit hard right about the 50. Brings up a first down and 10.
I love to see a quarterback get fired up, lower a shoulder on the sideline.
Yeah, not only does that fire him up, but fires his team up.
Absolutely. That's the guy you want to go to battle for right there.
Absolutely. It's like number 14, Eli Mars checks into the game.
Oh, looks like we maybe have a little bit of blood on Kiefer there. They're gonna send him out.
That's going to bring back into the game number 18, Baron Tehe. He checks in at running back. Give Kiefer a little cleanup crew. But first down and 10 with 10 minutes and 41 seconds to go. They're going to hand it to him. Yeah, nothing much there. Gets brought up right around the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's just a great play there by Connor Wines, from that D tackle position. Just a little bit of a block shed right into a tackle. Excuse me, he's their D end.
So 2nd and 10 on the 50. We'll see if coaches will let McLaren air this one out. McLaren's got it. Makes the pitch out to the outside to Tehe. But he's met hard by Noble defense for a loss.
That's number 40, Andrew Holmes again. That same kid that made that huge 4th down sack on the blitz. Already making a huge impact today.
Absolutely. The Bears are really good at covering up those edge side runs. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 12, 15 to go. 9 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. McLaren's got it, looking for something, sees a lane, makes a throw, and it's dropped right out of the hands of Jagger Weaver. Great route.
Oh, just one of those plays that you wish you could have back. Just, I mean, literally a game of inches there, and you have a first down on, a possession where you're looking at 3rd and 15, and
absolutely, it looked like there's a holding penalty that was declined by Noble.
Yeah, that would have negated that big pass play, but maybe something that they'll go back to later on in this game.
Yeah, and after that drop, the punting team take the field as Weaver will kick it away. Or excuse me, looks like McLaren's back there. A little pooch kick. Oh, McLaren has a little bit of a leg. High spiraling kick that takes a good bounce right at the 10. But the Bears have got a lane. He's looking. He's on the right side at the 50. McLaren tries to make a tackle, and he's finally met down by Tahi. Great run by the Bears.
Yeah, that's number 2, Seth Wilson, on the return there. You always get scared when your punt returner picks it up off the bounce, but man, he picked it up, found a lane on that right side. Great blocking over here on the corner, and made a great play.
Absolutely. Number 2, Seth Wilson. That's a quick cat.
He was moving.
Well, the Bears offense takes the field with exceptionally good field position to try and punch in maybe a touchdown. With 1st and 10 right at the 35, excuse me. Soul joins Steely in the backfield. And they're going to give it to him with a little bit of a reverse. Tahi tackles him up and gets hit hard. I believe that was Breck Brady. It was.
Looks like Tahi got in on that on the initial stoppage of the run there. Looked like he maybe had a lane, but the Broncos,
Absolutely. So that'll bring up a loss. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 12 to go. 8 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. As number 40 for the Bears checks into the game. That is Andrew Holmes. Get 3 wide to our side. Steely's going to come to that 3 wide. He makes a lobbing pass to a wide open wide receiver, but it's deflected by Jagger Weaver.
I mean, inches away from a huge play for either team, interception or maybe even a touchdown. I'm a huge fan of those, wide side little QB rollout.
Yeah.
Get a little flood action to your right side.
That's going to bring up still 2nd down and 12. We can expect a pass here, as Holmes still is in the backfield as running back next to Steely. Looks like we got a timeout from Bethany. So after that timeout, we're going to take a quick break with Oklahoma Sports Network.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, PayMe Checking puts real money right into your account when you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. PayMe Checking, the free account that pays you, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Any other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
We're back with Oklahoma Sports Network. Still 7-7 in the ball game with 8 minutes to go as the Noble Bears take on a 3rd and 12. Bethany Broncos took a little timeout, a little break to think about this one, trying to get a stop and have good field position. Holmes still in the backfield. They're going to hand it to him. He fakes it. Steely fakes it. He's got a lane up the middle, but he brings it back right around the original line, bringing up 4th down.
Got a little tripped up there at the end. Looks like Tahi was back in on that play, making some great plays already in this game.
Absolutely. So that brings up 4th and 8 to go, and they're going to stay out there and go for it.
This would be a huge momentum swing for the Broncos if they can get a possession stop here with great field possession. Noble has not done anything with it so far.
So it looks like Steely's going to stay back there by himself and maybe try to toss one up to number 2, Seth Wilson's.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout here from Noble.
Absolutely, and they do take that timeout. But what's something you think they're going to throw out right here? Maybe a tunnel screen or try and get something deep?
Yeah, the way their offensive line has been holding up, I think you could can get a deep enough route combo to reach that 1st down yard marker. So look for maybe Brady or someone on the edge there for the Broncos to make a big play.
Absolutely, and he definitely has the ability to do so. He's done that before, and I wouldn't doubt that Bethany's going to kind of stay strong right here and get some pressure on Steely because he hasn't had much tonight. But in any event, a stop here would be very nice and momentum changing for the Broncos.
Yeah, just gotta really in the secondary, just be careful with your hands. Don't give them any free yardage on the pass interference. Anything like that. So
it looks like they're still going to go for it. The Steely in the backfield with 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go. 4th and 8. Steely's looking at that right side, and there he is. Breck Brady looking for him. He makes a move. Steely's trying to throw it to someone. He finds a lane, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. That was caught by number 12, Mason Smith.
Yeah, great job by Steely there, extending the play, evading Brady, who was screaming off that edge there. We looked, before the play for him to make a big play, and he almost had one, but Steely just got right around him and found a guy.
And that's hard because Steely's quick. But that brings up 1st down on the 20-yard line. Looking at a red zone play. Bunched up to the right side is the Bears. Steely's still alone. Little QB draw out to the left side. He's got a little bit of a lane, but he's going to be met hard right in the middle. I can't see who that is, but I'm going to believe it's Weaver. No, that was Kiefer.
Yeah, it looks like there was a couple Broncos that got in on the end of that as well. Just a short little gain there, little QB draw, keep those linebackers and the defensive line honest, making sure Steely's still a threat.
So that brings up about 2nd and 7 with Holmes being talked to by the ref, and he's going to be escorted off the field. I think maybe some blood or something going on with some equipment. But that's going to bring in number 6, Cohen Soul, for the Bears. Bears have got the trips out to the wide side again, once again. Looks like we're going to get a penalty. I'm not too sure what it was. I didn't see much, but
yep, gonna get an illegal substitution on that one right there. You got to come into the game, strapped up and ready to go. So
yeah, so that's going to push them back out of the red zone and bring up 2nd and 12. I haven't heard that penalty be called much. I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, it's a rare one. But when you break the huddle, you're not allowed to sub guys in and out. So.
Right. 2nd and 12. The Bears are still on the trips out to the wide side. Wilson in motion, and he's going to give it to him. He's got a little bit of a lane, but he's met hard by Jagger Weaver right at the 20. Going to put him back to where they originally were at.
A little bit of a wobbly pass there by Steely, but no trouble for Seth Wilson to haul that in and grab a couple yards.
It seems like they like to give Wilson the ball on those little pick plays.
Yeah, and throwing those quick routes sometimes it comes out a little wobbly, but if as long as you get it there.
Absolutely. So they're going to stay in the trips, but they're going to move it to the other side. Steely's looking to that left side, but he's rolling out to the right looking for the one-on-one. He's just going to take it. And he gets dragged out of bounds right at the 10. And we're going to get a penalty, horse collar on the Broncos.
Yeah, it's going to be that horse collar, maybe even just, the unnecessary roughness late hit there. When you're bearing down on a quarterback, you want so badly, to make an impact. So sometimes you just get a little excited and toss them down when you're out of bounds.
Yeah, I like the aggression, but sometimes you got to think about that one, especially it's getting close. But that's going to bring him up to in scoring position with a first down. So the Bears inching for the end zone. They're going to stay in the bunch set out to the left side. I'd imagine they'd give it to their running back, Cohen Soul. Wilson in motion again. Steely looking to Wilson, but he's going to be met hard by Tahi. Excuse me, that was Marcus Lopez with a stunt and a sack.
Lopez came screaming through there. He a head full of steam. Steely didn't even have time to react before he tackled in the backfield there. Absolutely great play by Lopez.
Absolutely. That's the kind of the spark this Broncos defense needed to stop them from scoring. That's going to put them back out to the 20-yard line for second down.
Looks like Noble might have to call another timeout here.
Yeah, I think they'll take this timeout. Think about it. And with that timeout, we'll take a little timeout ourselves. We'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union.
We're back live with Oklahoma Sports Network at the Noble Stadium after a quick timeout. Score still 7-7 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go on the clock, with the Bears knocking on the door.
Yeah, this is really where you see what your defense is made out of.
Absolutely. Looks like the Bears are going to have that trips out to the short side this time. They try the hard count. Steely's going over to that trips again, looking for something, makes a toss. Oh! Incomplete pass from Steely. He's looking for Wilson. That's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, it looked like Wilson just got bumped by the safety there while he was trying to finish that route. I mean,
yeah, great defensive stop from Weaver right there. He was on Wilson the whole time and made a great move. But I think our quarterback's going to check into the game at free safety, McLaren. See if we can get some eyes out there in the backfield. So 3rd and 15 to go to the end zone. No more first down. And they're going to stay in that same set to the right side. Number 12, Mason Smith motions. They're still looking at that right side, but he's going to throw it back over to him, but he in and out of his hands. That was number 6, Cohen Soul, with a little swing route.
Honestly, a great throw there by Steele. I can't believe he got that out. It looked like maybe even a chance for an interception, but he just let it right over top the defense, and Soul almost made a great play.
Yeah, it looks like there's a penalty flag on the field on that far side, if I'm seeing that correctly.
Yeah, you saw again there on that play, Breck Brady in the backfield
Yeah.
causing havoc on some of these, long third downs for the Bears. So
Not too sure what the penalty was. The refs were talking to the coaches.
I'm thinking that's illegal motion. I might be mistaken on that. I think it was on that motion where the running back kind of was late to wrap around, and you're not supposed to have guys in motion when you snap the ball. So
Yeah. Well, that brings up 4th down, so they're going to try a 3-pointer here. But that's Carson Rogers for the kick. It's up, and it's in the middle, and he makes it. And that makes the score 10-7. Noble Bears take the lead for the first time in this ball game with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. We'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back here with Oklahoma Sports Network, here at Noble Stadium, where the score, Noble Bears take the lead 10-7, 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. And a great defensive stop by the Broncos from keeping the Bears from scoring.
yeah, it was really a long possession when you have that good field possession when you start it. But great job by the Broncos defense there.
Absolutely. So, number 25, Carson Rogers for the kick again. He's going to get a high kind of pooch kick to the right side, and Jagger Weaver takes it. And again, he has a little bit of a lane and made a really good play. Brings him up at the 3rd and 5, and we'll see if the Broncos can score before halftime.
Yeah, good field position, and then maybe you get to see a little bit of some of that late quarter winding down on that 2-minute offense for the Broncos here. We'll see how aggressive they are with that. Maybe start off with a couple runs, let some clock roll, and then start breaking out some passes.
We haven't seen much so far from the Broncos offense, so we might need just a little bit of spark here to liven some things up. Flag on the field, I think that's going to be a little false motion, early motion from the Broncos.
Oh, little encroachment by the defense there.
Well, we'll take that any day, so that's going to move them up to 1st and 5. Right at the 42-yard line. Kiefer over here in the slot. Seth Griner in the backfield is running back. He's going to motion out. McLaren looking for Griner. He's going to get it to him as Griner has a lane out to the outside. Makes a good move, but tackled right at the 1st down marker.
Yep, they're going to let that clock roll. It was a screen pass all the way, but a little bit of a delay on the throw there. Kind of just took a second to develop, but, if it works, it works. Still a 5-yard gain.
Absolutely. That's going to bring up 1st down and 10. The 47-yard line with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Clock still winding. Number 14, Eli Mars out here McLaren's going to give it to him once again out to the outside, a quick pitch. And Greiner's going to pick up another first down.
Yeah, I like that. As a head coach, you want to get this 2-minute offense rolling. So 2 quick completions and a first down and almost another one. So great start to this possession for the Broncos.
So just a hair short, second and about 2 to go for a first down. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. It's still rolling. Broncos definitely taking their time trying to get some of this clock off. McLaren looking for the one-on-one. That's Weaver. Oh, and just right over his head. It was a really good look, but incomplete.
Yeah, just barely missed him there. Weaver streaking down that sideline. You want to just lay that out there and let him go get it. And I mean, just a yard or 2 shy of a big play right there. I really like that. It's second and short, take a little deep shot. You still have a manageable third down.
Absolutely. So 3rd and 2. Number 24, Tristan Garrett checked in to the ball game. They're going to give it to Kiefer. He finds a hole and picks up the first down, but he's going to be drugged. Oh, he's not down. He's still going.
I tell you what, Brennan, there is no quit in this kid. Every time you think he's down, he gains another 5 yards.
Absolutely. He's been playing really good tonight. And like you said, I mean, I thought he was down for a second, fooled me, but picked up an extra about 10 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. Great run there. Looks like we got a little stoppage, a little cramping going on, so. I mean, you really can't draw up a late, second quarter possession any better so far for the Broncos.
Absolutely. They're taking their time for sure and kind of chewing this clock and making sure they're doing the right things to put themselves into scoring position. And if they keep doing what they're doing, they might end up with a success.
Yeah, taking a lead late in the half definitely brings a lot of momentum going into the locker room. Some good things to talk about. I'm wondering if that Broncos defensive possession kind of, lit a little fire under this offense a little bit.
I'd like to believe so. So we'll take it. Mason Smith with a little bit of calf cramps, I believe. Looks like he's got some pickle juice to help out.
Oh, man, those pickle shots are something else, let me tell you what.
But in any event, 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Trips out to our side. McLaren looking over to that trip side. He makes a toss to Breck. Oh, a little too high and out of the hands from Brady.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive throw. You're taking a shot right as you expected it, but that's still a really tough throw when you're getting hit like that. So.
And number 63, Gabe Baxter, his left tackle, and he's doing a really good job blocking right there. Just 1st and 10 to go. Broncos looking to score. McLaren's going to keep it. He finds a lane. Good choice, and he's going to be tackled for another first down and 10.
Unbelievable play right there. Just make a couple guys miss, and you find a little crease in the middle of the field, pick up a huge first down to keep this Broncos possession. I mean, has been just unbelievable so far.
So that brings up 1st and 10 right at the 20-yard line. Broncos in scoring position with 1 minute and 38 seconds to go. McLaren's looking to the double side. Sprints out to his right, makes a throw, just a little off balance and incomplete.
Yeah, you don't hate that from your quarterback just because you live to fight another down there. He's not forcing anything into coverage, and we'll see what kind of play call they go to here. Maybe another, pass. We got a lot of guys streaking up the middle of the field, or something shorter.
That incomplete pass is going to stop the clock at 1:27 with 2nd and 10 still to go. The Broncos sticking to that trips to our side. Granner in motion. They're going to give it to him. Trying to find a lane, but met pretty hard right at the sticks. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, big 3rd down for both squads right here. You know, as a defense, this is kind of your bend, don't break situation. As an offense, you're just looking for anything to make a big play before half.
Absolutely. So a minute hits the clock. Jagger Weaver switching places with number 14, Eli Mars. 3rd and 10 to go. Broncos still in scoring position, needing a 1st down. McLaren looking at the one-on-one to Weaver. Weaver catches it, touchdown, Broncos!
Absolutely beautiful throw by McLaren. Even better play by Weaver right there. Oh, looks like we're gonna get a penalty here in the end zone.
Penalty flag is down. Might be celebration. That's what we're hoping for. He still calls it a touchdown. Unsportsmanlike on the Broncos.
Yeah, just a little bit of extra, music going on in the end zone there, but
as long as we get to keep the touchdown, I don't think we'll be too mad.
Yeah, they're gonna assess that on the kickoff. So, it's with only 40 seconds left. That can maybe open up something here for Noble on special teams. This kickoff is probably going to be one of the bigger plays of the half here.
Absolutely. So the second time for today, number 32, Cody Martin, is going to tee it up and try and get an extra point to put us at 14.
Going back to that post right there, I mean, you can't run a better post right there than Weaver just did, and just a great ball from McLaren too. So,
absolutely. Ball down, toe to leather. He's going to knock it through for an extra point. So that makes the ball game 14-10 with Bethany leading with 38 seconds left to go. We'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network. Back with Oklahoma Sports Network here at Noble Stadium, with the Broncos with an impressive drive to put the score at 14-10, taking the lead for the second time. We've got 38 seconds left on the clock for Noble.
Yep, that little excessive celebration in the end zone is going to hurt the Broncos just a little bit here. Hopefully they can make a good tackle and prevent any Noble Bear late touchdown in the half.
Absolutely. So I believe so. Number 32, Cody Martin tees it up and hopefully can get a good kick here because that's very, very important. Martin kicks a squid kick that takes a great bounce in the hands of Wilson, takes it. .31 seconds to go, and the Noble Bears have acceptable field position right at the 6-yard line.
Whole herd of Broncos there on the tackle.
So it looks like they're going to go back to the lone backfield for Steely, bringing out that trips to our side, maybe trying to get something deep.
Yeah, look for Wilson on this close side to streak down the field here for the Bears.
McLaren back at safety. Cover 3 look for the Broncos. Staley looks to that right side, passes it, it's caught. For about a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 to go. Clock still ticking at 20 seconds. Bears in the hurry up. They're just going to spike it.
I was unaware that you could spike the ball in the shotgun formation. I was believed to be that was a penalty, but maybe
I don't know.
Maybe I missed the rule change on that one.
That's going to stop the clock at 15 seconds. The Bears right at the 15-yard line with trips out to the far side, hoping to get something deep. McLaren and Weaver still at safety, playing deep. Steely's going to take it for a quarterback draw, but he's going to get met hard for a tackle for Breck Brady. What a tackle.
I mean, you can't ask for a better hustle play off the end right there. Came all the way around from behind and made an incredible tackle there.
Absolutely. Good defensive stop from the Broncos, and that's going to bring up halftime. Your score, Bethany 14, the Bears 10. We'll be back with Oklahoma Sports Network. Back here live with Oklahoma Sports Network. We're here at Noble Stadium where the score is 14 Bethany, 10 Noble. Alex, how'd you feel about the first half?
Well, a lot of back and forth, which you'd love to see. Honestly, some really huge defensive stops, some big plays, and then honestly, one of the better drives that I've gotten to witness out of a high school football team there from Bethany to end the half. Great clock management, and just a couple big plays, couple dink and dunks, and found a way to take the lead at the end of the half. So I'm really excited for the second half.
Yeah, me too. Excited to see Kiefer keep doing his thing, and McLaren's doing a phenomenal job, hosting this offense for the first time as a starter this year, and is playing well for week one. I think this whole team is. I mean, little mistakes and stuff like that, but kind of knocking the rust off from the off season. But for the most part, they're playing really good football.
Yeah, no, it's Bethany's, really found out, some identity problem, or just kind of some identity stuff that they can, take into these next couple weeks of football. McLaren looks really good at quarterback, and then just a lot of great runs in the first half. So
Cody Martin to start off the second half. We're already going to have a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be something on the offense.
Wow, that was
defense.
One of the most incredible kicks I've ever seen. Too. That did not go out of bounds on the far sideline. That would have been a beauty.
Well, we can hope he's going to do it again. But yeah, that was a really high kick and didn't go out of bounds like you said. Yeah, that was really good. Move back, I think, about 5 yards. Let's see if Cody Martin can give us another show kick. Another nice kick for him, but that one's going to land out of bounds.
Yeah, just a little bit, farther to the right than he wanted there, but Noble's going to get great field position to start this possession.
Absolutely. So they're going to take the field for the first time in the second half. Looks like at running back, number 40 will still be out there, Andrew Holmes, alongside Steely.
Holmes has made a lot of big plays today for the Bears, especially on defense. So.
Absolutely. I think they're going to re-kick it or something. Yeah, it looks like they're going to scoot him back a little more and re-kick it for the third time.
I completely missed the confusion or the penalty there from the white hat.
Yeah, still some talk about what's going on. Guess your guess is as good as ours. Yeah, they're going to scoot him back another 5 yards for another kick. Guess Cody Martin is getting his work in for the day.
Yeah, we'll go back to another opening half kickoff here.
All righty, for the third time, Cody Martin will start us off the second half. Another really good kick. That one went farther than the last one. But Wilson's going to catch the kick, looking for a lane, trying to make a move, but he gets stopped by number 21. That is Maxwell Green.
Great tackle there from him, and just great kickoff there by the Broncos.
Yeah, and it actually kind of worked out for him scooting back. The Bears are in worse field position than they were before.
Yeah, you almost lose about 20 yards there, closer to about 15-yard difference so that's huge for the Broncos.
It is. So for the first snap of the second quarter, the Bears are in a 3-wide look. We're going to start it off by giving it to Holmes. He's got a lane up the middle, and he's still trucking, bouncing off tackles. And he's got a long 20-yard run right at the 40.
Shot out of a cannon there by Holmes. There's some speed there. Oh,
another penalty.
Things are getting a little chippy down there, it looks like.
They are.
I think we're going to get unsportsmanlike on the Bears, if I'm not mistaken. So that almost negates Holmes' run right there. Wow.
It does. Broncos kind of got bailed out with that one, with the penalty there. Let's hope to stop those in the future. But it looks like the Bears are still going to be in the same set with Holmes still back there, running back.
Maybe a little bit of confusion about where the chains are supposed to be set up here.
Yeah, so a lot of confusion starting off the second half.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of standing
and looking. But here we go, 1st and 10, right at the 25-yard line for the Bears. Seeley catches it, and he's going to fake it to Holmes this time. Pump fake, and he's got a lane, just slides down for a good chunk of yards right there. Almost picking up a first down.
Yeah, Seeley doing a really good job tonight of just extending plays and getting what he can, especially, a little 8-yard gain to start the possession after a lot of confusion going on to start.
Absolutely, and that can sometimes stall your offense. Steely's going to keep him in that 3 wide out to the left side. Steely's got it looking at that left side, trips. Looking for the tunnel screen and in and out of the hands of Wilson.
Yeah, that screen there on the far side just took a little bit too long to develop, and Brady and maybe another Bronco were right in Steely's face. It's a tough throw to make.
Yeah, I think if he waited another second, Brady would have taken him to another world. But in any event, that brings up 3rd down and short to go, still in the 3 wide out to our side now. Broncos showing press coverage man. And they get us with the hard count. Brady falls for it, and that's going to give him a first down.
Yeah, just one of those, kind of week one. He's been playing so hard, I don't blame him. Got me to jump up here in the booth, so.
A good play by the Bears, and that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 right at the 38-yard line. Clock at 11 even. And as most of this drive, the Bears are staying in the same set with Holmes, with Steedley. And another penalty flies.
A lot of laundry going on on the turf right now.
I think that's about six or 7 penalty flags to start this this half. So that's going to push him back. 1st and 15. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line. Steedy's looking for it. Pump
there
fakes.
It is.
Lob throw over to the right side, and he's just over his head, incomplete pass.
I talked about earlier in the game. They've been throwing a lot of those quick screens. I wonder if we were going to get a pump and a go route, and there it was right there, just barely out of the reach of Standridge on this right side here.
Yeah, the Broncos were showing press defense, which is perfect for that play. Trip side moving over to the left. 2nd and 15. You're going to fake it to Holmes, and he gets hits at his throws, but it's caught over the middle for a large gain. That was number 12, Mason Smith, for the catch.
Yeah, great catch and throw there from Steely.
Yeah, I didn't catch the number, but he got rocked as he threw it. I'd put my money on Brady hit him. That's going to bring 3rd down and 3 to go. Trips over to our side now. We're going to give it to Holmes as he's trying to find a lane, but he's covered up quick by that steed of Broncos.
Yeah, a lot of white hats in on that play. Just never developed. They tried to pull and just got pushed back right into the Holmes as he took the handoff. So nothing to do there.
Absolutely. And after a lot of laundry and a lot of standing around, the Broncos have a really good stop after that.
Yeah, you never know how you're going to react to that many consecutive penalties, but great job by the Broncos there.
The Bears bring out the punt team, and that's Wilson that's got it, that's trying to punt it, and he gets it off. Kind of a wobbly kick, gets a good bounce with Weaver kind of letting it. And it gets a great bounce rolling out to the 10-yard line, moving to the 5, and that's going to be tough field position for the Broncos.
Yeah, absolutely. Great punt there on, was it Wilson that's
Yeah.
back there? A little bit of kind of like a rugby style, kind of rolling out to your right, maybe waiting to see what's going on, let your bullets, get down the field. So great punt there.
Absolutely. I kind of like that style because it gives him the option to either run it or kick it.
Yeah,
and
and
he's already shown us once that he can do it.
Especially with a player like Wilson who is very quick.
But for the first time this half, the Broncos offense will take the field with Kiefer in the backfield alongside McLaren. They're going to give it to Kiefer up the middle. He finds a little bit of a lane, trucks his own player, finds another lane, moving out to the right, makes a juke.
I think he picked up the first down. He ran over his own lead blocker on that play. But again, Kiefer just, this kid does not go down easily. Great run there.
Absolutely, and I think we've got maybe a hurt Bronco on this one. There was a little bit of mix-up right here, but we're going to take an injury timeout.
I think we got another, just maybe another, hopefully just another cramping situation. Nothing too serious. Give him a stretch and a pickle juice shot.
There we go. But in any event, we're going to take a little break while they stretch that one out. So we'll be back with Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Alrighty, we're back here with Oklahoma Sports Network. Score still 14 Bethany, 10 Noble Bears as Bethany Broncos take the field with the 1st and 10 after a long run from Kiefer.
Yeah, being backed up that far, you need big plays like that.
Absolutely. So 1st and 10, ball at the 18-yard line. They're going to give it to Kiefer once again. I don't blame him. That's going to bring up about 2nd and 6 to go.
Great tackle there by Rylan Carpenter. As we've seen, Kiefer has not gone down easily, but Carpenter made a great tackle right there.
Looks like number 5, Seth Greiner, checking into the ball game. So 2nd and 6 to go, 8 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. They're going to give it to Kiefer again, but he's met hard right at the line of scrimmage of a host of Bears, and they're going to lose a couple yards.
Yeah, that's just a great play by a couple of those frontline guys for the Bears. I think number 74, Tristan Hayes, was one of the initial guys that broke through.
Yeah, the Broncos have had a little bit of tough time with that guard tackle pull so far, but we've seen them pop it. But In any case, let's bring it up. It's third down and about 8 to go. Ball's still at the 20-yard line. McLaren looking for somewhere to throw. He finds somewhere and in and out of the hands of Weezer. He's going to want that one down.
I think this play would have got called back for a holding as it is. Very fortunate that pass did not get intercepted off the tip right there.
Yeah, it was very close. But like you said, yeah, false start on the Broncos is going to push them back. They still got third down, but it's going to be behind the chains. That's actually going to, they declined it, as you think you would. So that brings up fourth down, and Bethany is going to bring out their punt team.
Good job, defense. Block that kick.
McLaren back there for the kick. And it gets blocked. McLaren's trying to recover it. He's trying to find something out to this side. And he's met hard at the 10-yard line by the Bears. That's unfortunate.
Huge play by the Bears. The Broncos just could not get that kickoff in time. And that's going to bring out, that's a huge momentum shift in this football game. So we'll see what the Broncos defense has right here.
Absolutely. That's something you're kind of going to want back. But, there's nothing you can do about it. The Bears made a really, really good play to set them up for a potential touchdown. Here's the Bears offense. They're going to try and do a hard count, and they're going to get the Broncos on that hard count and move even further up.
Yeah, that penalty definitely hurts the Broncos defense right there. I think that really just opens up the Bears playbook here, so we'll see what they go with.
So 1st and 5, Bears in scoring position with 7 minutes and 41 seconds to go in this third quarter. Seeley's going to hand it off to Holmes, but he's met pretty hard right at the line of scrimmage. No gain for the Bears, and that brings up third down.
Yeah, just a great flow by the linebackers right there. Stop that run from going anywhere.
So 2nd and 5 to go. Ball didn't move after that play. Clock still ticking. Seeley's got it looking at that right side. Makes a throwing attempt and out of the hands of number 3, Nate Standridge.
Yep, it was number 15, Marcus Lopez again coming off that edge. Kind of forced a tough throw, off-balance throw from Steely right there. Might have saved him a touchdown.
Holmes checks out of the ball game with number 6 coming in, Cohen Soul. So 3rd and 5 after that incomplete pass. Wilson in motion. Seeley looking at that motion side, looking for something. Moving out to the side, makes a lob pass towards the end zone, and it's deflected by the Broncos.
You can't ask for a better defensive possession so far from the Broncos. I'm gonna guess that the Bears are gonna have to go for this, because why not? And we'll see what do you think they're gonna go to here, Brendan?
Well, it looks like they're bringing out their field goal team, which is what I would do. It's still the third quarter. Might as well get some points on there because you're in really good field position, so might as well tack some points on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a great defensive stand there by the Broncos.
Yeah, phenomenal. But that's going to bring out number 25, Carson Rogers, for the 3 points. He's already tacked one in from, I believe, about 25, 30 yards earlier in this ball game. Ball's down, but the flag is out. looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Bears. Noble coach not happy about that. I believe that was a delay of game, which is going to push them back 5 yards. Right around the area that Carson Rogers kicked from previously. Total leather. And it's good. Carson Rogers tacks on another 3 points for the Noble Bears, and that makes the score 14 Bethany, Noble 13. 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. We'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Live and Noble with Oklahoma Sports Network. And after almost a promising drive for the Noble Bears, the Broncos stopped them to 3 points instead of 6.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better possession of your defense right there. I mean, they did everything they could.
That brings back Carson Rogers to kick this ball game off late in this third quarter. High pooch kick that is waved fair by number 14, Eli Mars. Smart decision. And that leaves the Broncos in good field position right at the 30-yard line. And after a little bit of a stale start in the second half, the Broncos will get another chance in this third quarter to but go get another touchdown.
Yeah, I'm hoping they can get a couple first downs, move the ball here, in these first couple plays, just get some momentum going. You don't want to come out of halftime just completely stale, so hopefully they can, possess the ball for a little bit longer.
And it looks like a late player, the left tackle, number 63, Gabe Baxter, was a little late, didn't know we were on offense, but Kiefer out in motion, flag is down. Caught by Brady, he's still fighting these guys off.
Yeah, nice little curl route there from Brady, and it took about 4 or 5 Bears to bring him down. I think we're going to get a penalty in the backfield here.
Yeah, that penalty is going to wipe that one off and push the Broncos back a little bit. I didn't get the call, but potential false start. So now it's 1st and 15. Broncos push back to the 20-yard line.
Broncos coming out here just, a little aggressive, starting to throw the ball. Wonder if we'll see a little bit more of that.
McLaren's still back there looking. Dances around, moving to the right, looking for someone to throw to, and he does. Oh, and it's in and out of the hands, and I believe that's Weaver.
A little slow to get up, but it looks like he's all right. Just great coverage in the secondary by Noble there. But, also a great play by McLaren to extend that play.
Absolutely, and after that drop pass, Weaver checks out, and number 1, Cruz Burleson, checks into the game. Kiefer still back there with McLaren. They're going to give it to him, but he's met pretty hard in the backfield. And he's picked up hard and for a loss, and that's going to bring up a long third down.
Yeah, it looked like a couple Bears right there. Rylan Carpenter, number 44. Number 40 again, Andrew Holmes in on that play. Stuffed Kiefer right off the rip.
That's going to bring up about 3rd and 16. Broncos looking to pick up a first down with that 3 wide out to the far side. McLaren hand signaling to the single side. He's looking at the trips. Makes a move. Has a lob pass. Gets it caught. That's going to be almost a first down short, but that was caught by number 1, Cruz Burleson.
Great play there by Burleson, and he did get the first down.
Oh, he did.
Great play, great catch. You know, coming into the game, you know, you take advantage of every opportunity you get in football. So that's a great play by Burleson.
So 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Clock at 4 minutes and 53 seconds. Broncos still on that 3 wide look to our side. Reiner in motion. McLaren pitches it to him. And he's going to pick up about 4 yards.
Yeah, just a nice little, a little toss in front. I think he's actually going to get some passing yards for that, unless he straight up handed it off. I thought I saw him, toss it to him. But anyway, just a great gain there.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Bears moving up front. McLaren calls him out. Hands it off to Kiefer. Kiefer's got a little bit of space, but met pretty hard by Holmes right in the middle. Small pickup.
They must have had a pretty good conversation about where Kiefer's at on the field at halftime, because the Bears are definitely keying in on him and making some good tackles right now.
Absolutely. And out goes number 14, Eli Mars, and in comes number 24, Tristan Garrett. I believe it's their heavy set look. 3rd and about 3 to go. They give it to Kiefer again, and he drags a person up right around the sticks, and I think he's going to be just a hair short of the first down.
We'll see where they spot this, Brennan. It's going to be really close. Yep, you're right. He's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah. So 4th and 1. I think they might bring the chains out. And that's what they're going to do.
Well, Brennan, if he's short, what do you think the Broncos are going to do here?
Well, I don't see much colleges or high schools doing it, but I would do the tush push. I mean, that's always something that's worked out. But I would simply just give it to Kiefer.
Yeah.
Pick up a first down. You know he can get a yard, so.
Yeah, just keep feeding the guy that's been carrying the ball so well all night.
Yeah, and he's going to be about a couple inches short, so that's going to bring up 4th and inches.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a hard count right here from the Broncos. Try to draw someone offside. Maybe go to a late play call again, like they did in that first half. Kind of, caught the Bears a little off guard.
So 4th and a little to go with 3 minutes on the clock. A false snap, but McLaren picks it up, and it's going to be, unfortunately, a penalty. He moved the ball before he snapped it. I think there's some confusion from McLaren.
I'm wondering if they were trying to go to a hard count or something like that, and the center snapped it just a little too quick, but...
Yeah, the Broncos are going to bring out their punting team after that one. Moves them back, and that's kind of a costly thing on a 4th and, we'd like to say, easy. But those are those first week kind of things that you got to get over, and they happen.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to battle back from any type of adversity in this game.
Yeah, but McLaren's to punt it again, and looks like he's going to take it, but he pooches it. He's caught by Wilson, misses it, tackle, but he's brought down by number 11, Damian Aguilar.
Yeah, great tackle there. I thought Wilson might slip free for just a half a second, and then Aguilar swooped in and got him by the feet.
Yeah, pretty athletic move from McLaren, kind of just seeing if he had a lane or anything to do anything with, but didn't, and ended up punting it at the last second. So,
yeah, I really thought he was going to take off on that play, but again, you kind of see that rugby-style kick where you got punters rolling to their right.
So here comes the Bears offense with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, trying to get the Broncos on a hard count. And there's another penalty. That's going to be a false start on the Bears.
I think number 55, the right guard, stood up after he was in his stance, and I think that's what they got him with right there. Just one of those where you're trying to get a hard count, and once you don't get it, you're looking to the sideline for the new play. But as a lineman, not allowed to stand up.
That's going to bring up a 1st and 15 for the Bears with 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go on this clock. Soul in motion. Steedley moving out, pointing to one of his right receivers, dumps it off, and he actually gets it. Hit hard by Weaver, but picks up a big gain.
That's number 3, Nate Standridge, with that big gain right there. Even lost his shoe on that one, I think. Great catch there to absorb that hit from the corner.
Absolutely. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 4. Bears still on that trips to the left side look. Handoff.
Yeah, that was number 6, Soul, back into the game, running the ball for the Bears. Looks like he might have got
another cramp. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like...
Looks like we're going to have a bit of an injury. So with that, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back with Oklahoma Sports Network. With Oklahoma Sports Network. Everything seemed to be all right with number 6, Cohen Soul. 1st and 10. Steedy looking for something long. Turns his shoulder, makes a powerful throw, and it's caught by number 12, Mason Smith. He fumbled the ball. The Broncos have got the ball. They're making a move. He gets hit hard, but a turnover from the Bears. Flags flying.
I think that's number 11, Aguilar, making a huge play for the Broncos. Oh, your heart hurts for Mason Smith after that huge catch and then just losing the ball on that transition.
So after that fortunate play for the Broncos. We await this penalty call. It's kind of late while Aguilar was still running.
I'm wondering if they're asking about maybe a face mask. Aguilar's helmet did fly off at the end of that run.
So it looks like the Broncos do get to keep the ball. So that's going to be unsportsmanlike, I believe, on the Broncos.
Maybe a couple words exchanged there at the end of that run. Just costly penalties so far in this second half for the Broncos. Just, shooting themselves in the foot so far.
Yeah, we didn't see many penalties in the first half, and that's definitely not the case in this half.
Laundry all over the field in this second half.
So the Broncos offense takes over with a minute 26 to go at the 45-yard line, pushing into the Bears' territory. Kiefer and McLaren still in the backfield. Quarterback draw by McLaren, has the outside lane. Makes a great move and picks up a couple more yards after that.
Andrew Holmes, to push him out of bounds there, he was coming in with a full head of steam. It's a good thing McLaren ran out of bounds. But great play call there to get McLaren in some space around the edge.
So ball on the 40, 2nd and 4 to go. They're going to give it to Kiefer on the outside. Trying to find a look, and he just barrels his way to a first down.
Just hard-nosed, off-tackle running there from Kiefer. Great play. And they'll move the chains.
Absolutely. I wish we had live stats for you guys, but I know Kiefer's putting up a really good performance on the field and on paper.
Yeah, doesn't, tackles so far in this game, and I would guess maybe creeping up on that 100-yard marker
right
on the ground.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line, clock ticking down to 40 seconds. McLaren gives it to Kiefer again. Kiefer makes a good move. He's got a little bit of a lane, makes another move, but he's tackled down right at the 15-yard line.
Great play there by the Broncos. Just a nice and easy halfback draw up the middle. Got Kiefer out in some space. Probably a touchdown-saving tackle there by Seth Wilson.
Absolutely. The offensive line is doing a phenomenal job making holes and giving Kiefer a lane to just show his speed and athleticism. Wow, tough word. But 1st and 10, giving it back to Kiefer again. He finds another hole, hits it out to the outside, trying to make a move, but pushes him out of bounds. Picks up about 8 yards.
Again, just the Broncos just controlling that front right now. Even though some of those Bears are a little taller, maybe a little bigger, those Broncos up front are pushing them around. So hats off to those guys up front right now.
Absolutely. So it's 2nd and 3, clock sitting at 11 seconds, so maybe time for one more play. McLaren gives it to Kiefer once again. Kiefer bulldozes his way up to the front and picks up a couple yards, maybe getting the first.
Yeah, he's going to be right on that line to gain. Again, just a straight handoff up the middle of Kiefer, If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah. That's going to put the clock at 0 and bring us to the 4th quarter. Score still 14 Bethany, score 13 for Noble Bears. We'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network. Back live with Oklahoma Sports Network. The fourth quarter begins, and the Broncos are knocking on the door to score another touchdown. So first and goal to go. Ball sitting at the 5. McLaren out of the ball game with Kiefer as quarterback. Kiefer's going to take it, and another flag's going to throw down as he rolls into the end zone.
So we've been switching back and forth between quarters and stuff.
So penalty on the Broncos is going to push them back about 5 yards, but still en route to score a touchdown. McLaren back in the game. 3 wide are the Broncos.
Looks like
Griner
Keeper's
and-
going to lead block.
Griner, I'm speechless. I thought he was down. Touchdown Broncos. Nobody tackled Griner. And he rolled right into the end zone.
I mean, that's just that don't quit attitude. Wow. What an exceptional play by Griner.
And you can hear the shock. He literally took the words out of my mouth. I couldn't even say touchdown.
I didn't have anything to add there either. All I could do was just sit and watch. That was a great play.
Well, with a crisp touchdown after the penalty, it moves Bethany to 21 points after this extra point from Cody Martin. Total leather, it's good, and that puts him at 21. So score Bethany 21, Noble Bears still 13. We'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back live with Oklahoma Sports Network here in Noble. After the Broncos score a touchdown, moves them to 21 points in this fourth quarter. Still 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go. So still a lot of football, Alex.
Yep, that turnover from Noble really hurt, but it's fortunate that the Broncos could actually do something with that.
So Cody Martin with the kick. And that's a big one for sure. Wilson's going to just let that one fly into the end zone. He's actually going to take it right at the 1. Trying to find somewhere making a move, but he's going to be tackled down by number 11. I believe that is Damian Aguilar. Once again, we've heard that name this fourth quarter.
Man, Wilson's definitely going to be a dangerous returner all season. He is shifty and quick. That was a unfortunate bounce there for him. And just a great kick again.
So after that unfortunate fumble from the Bears with a promising stand on offense their previous drive, they take the field once again to try and do the same thing without the fumble. So Holmes now at running back. Last drive, it was number 6, Cohen Soul. They're going to fake it to Holmes and throw out wide. Wilson making a move. picks up the first down.
Looks like Wilson maybe got wrapped up a little bit at the end there. Hopefully he's all right. Great catch in space there. Made a man miss and just so quick to get that first down.
Yeah, it looks like just another cramp here tonight, and that's been quite a few on the Bears side. So something to take into consideration. Get hydrated, eat some bananas.
Where's the pickle juice at?
I don't know. I don't think they do that much anymore.
I've heard mustard's also a good one for that if you just want to, take a couple shots of mustard mid-game. So, Brennan, if you're Noble, what do you need on this possession?
You just need some fundamental plays, something not too fancy. I mean, I'm sure they'll take the big play, but just some things that are going to roll in their position.
Definitely need a momentum switch for them if they're going to fight back into this game. And then on the other hand, if the Broncos get a stop here and then maybe get something rolling on offense, maybe can get a good look at putting this game away.
Absolutely. So Wilson checks out of the ball game to heal those calves, I believe. Number 6, Cohen Soul checks in at running back.
Good to see him back in the game.
And he went down with a little bit of ankle injury, we believe. Bears in a weird bunch set to our side. Steely's looking on the one-on-one. He gets the pass off and picks up about 5 yards.
Yep, the Bears went back to that play that they hit on early in the game to get their first touchdown. That little running back wheel route. Good coaching by the Broncos there. They had that covered up pretty quick.
So 2nd down and 4, 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Steely giving it to Soul. Trying to find a lane up the middle. Gets a little bit of a push. Gets close to the first down. I think they may give it to him.
Looks like that tackle was made by Xavier McKee for the Broncos, number 7.
So 2 more linemen check in for the Bears. That looks like that's going to be their heavy set because they didn't give them the first. So 3rd and inches. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line.
Maybe a little tush-push action going on here.
I think so. Maybe a hard count. They had it, but another penalty flies. It looks like that's going to be on the Noble Bears. Delay of game. So now that pushes them back to an easy first down, now to a little bit challenging 3rd down at 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and if you're Noble, you kind of got that clock in the back of your mind a little bit right now.
Yeah, 9 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock with the Bears pushed back into their own territory. Steely looking to this trip side, gets flushed away. Brady's right behind him, chasing him, trying to find someone open, and he does. Number 12. Are they going to give him the catch? And they call him out of bounds, no catch. That was number 12, Mason Smith, and Noble fans not happy about that.
Yeah, it really was a great route and a really impressive throw by Steely there to get that away with like 5 Broncos in his face.
His right foot touched first.
Yep, just missed out on that catch right there.
Our producer doing great work with the replay, making sure all of us at home can get the right call. But yeah, that's going to bring up 4th and 6. And the Bears are going to be forced to punt this thing. And with Wilson out, Wilson has been their punter, I believe. That's going to bring in the kicker, number 25, Carson Rogers.
We see in that, the speedsters for both teams been punting today.
So a high spiraling kick that lands right about the 40-yard line, taking a couple bounces. And the Broncos offense will take the field in pretty good field position. And if you're the Broncos, might as well go score.
That seems to, be the goal for every possession, but, especially on this one, when you have a chance to put a game away, you definitely want to, pull the rabbit out of the hat.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line for the Broncos. Kiefer back with McLaren once again. Hands it off to Kiefer, gets some good blocks. Finds a hole and picks up about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, it looks like a couple Bears on that, notably number 65, Charles Haven, on that tackle. So a little bit of Haven, a little bit of gang tackling there for the Bears.
So 2nd and 5, ball at the 38-yard line. Broncos still kind of in this heavy set look. And a hard count is going to get the Bears.
Kind of flipped earlier. We were having some costly penalties by the Broncos, and now the Bears shooting themselves in the foot. Little encroachment penalty there.
And so that is going to give them the first down. Ball moved up close to the 50.
Oh, yep, they are going to give them the first down there.
So 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 34-yard line with 8 minutes and 30 seconds in this fourth quarter. McLaren gives it to Kiefer again, and he's got a space to run as he takes advantage of it. And he rolls close to the first down, but flags are down once again, folks.
Yeah, but I think we're going to get a little bit of a holding there on that backside. I could not tell if that was the left tackle, left guard, but someone was grabbing a little bit of cloth, and that'll cost the Broncos.
Yeah, that holding call is going to push them back. But I don't think the game plan changes too much for these Broncos, just trying to run this clock out, give Kiefer his touches, and let him do his thing.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the Broncos respond to that penalty.
So 1st and about 20 for the Broncos. McLaren's going to give it to Kiefer again. And Kiefer's going to bull his way back up to where we started.
Yeah, I think about first contact with Kiefer, I think he's maybe gained at least 3 yards every time after first contact, so
which is a phenomenal thing to have as a running back.
Yeah, absolutely fighting for all those yards he can get. He's having a great night.
Absolutely. So 2nd and 12, ball on the 40. McLaren fakes it to Kiefer again, trying to go long to the left side, and just not a ball Weaver could catch. Good defense by the Bears as he catches a cramp.
Yeah, I think that was Seth Wilson again on that far side with that coverage. Looks like maybe he looks like he caught another cramp. So
a lot of cramps for the Beavers, the Bears tonight. Something that probably coaches should take into consideration. Just kind of dehydrated.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is not Seth Wilson. Maybe number 4, Sam Smizer on that far side.
So it being 3rd down and notably long, you think the Broncos are going to try something long again, or just hand it to Kiefer?
I don't mind being aggressive here if I'm the Broncos. I would still maybe tell McLaurin to keep in mind, make sure you're not forcing the ball anywhere, but get it to one of your skill guys out in space and try to get that first down. This is a very important possession for both teams.
Absolutely.
That was number 12, Mason Smith on the far side. Hopefully he's all right.
So 3rd and 12 for the Broncos, trying to gain this first down. Broncos still in the same set, possibly looking to hand this ball off to Kiefer and keep it safe. Fakes it to Kiefer. McLaren trying to find something. Rushed. Has nobody. And he's going to take the sack way behind the line of scrimmage. And that's tough.
Yep, that was number 22, Steven Beavers, with a great tackle there on McLaurin after he made the first man miss. Just nowhere to go there for McLaurin.
But after taking that sack, McLaren's going to have to punt this thing away and hopefully keep it out of the hands of Wilson. I would suggest punting this thing close to out of bounds. But kind of a low wobbly kick. The Broncos are going to let that one roll out and pick up the ball at the 48-yard line, and that's going to give the Bears good field position.
Yeah, that was just one of those punts. Usually the turf kind of favors those low bounces, but that one took a wrong bounce for the Broncos. So Noble will be in good field possession for this drive.
So with 6 minutes still on the clock, the Bears have plenty of time to score. But if they do score, they're going to have to go for 2 if they want to be up in this ball game, and that's a decision that they would have to make at that point. So Steely in the backfield alone this time. 3 out to our side. Gets pressure by Brady. Steely's still looking and gets hit really hard out of bounds, but there is a flag, and I think it may be holding.
Yeah, I think they're going to catch, I think it was number 56, Logan Clark. Just one of those penalties that can really ruin a possession right off the gate.
Yeah, and those are pretty costly. So they're looking at a 1st and 20 on this one. Still some communication between these refs. Not too sure what this delay could be about, but guess we'll find out.
It's week 1 for everybody.
Guess so. Cohen Soul back there with Steely now this time. Steely's got it, getting some pressure from the Broncos, trying to make a move, but Lopez gets him down for the sack, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like also number 24, Tristan Garrett got in on at the end there to maybe kind of force Steely all the way to the ground, but nonetheless, great play by the Broncos.
Number 26, Isaiah White, checking into the game, giving Lopez a little break after a great tackle. He moves over to defensive end. So even farther back, 2nd and 23, 24 for the Bears. Bears in motion. Steely looking to that motion. Still pressured, makes a firing throw, but he's hit hard by Weaver.
Another catch there by Nate Scandridge. Standridge, excuse me, and grabs a couple there for the Bears.
This time I think we've got a Bronco down. That seems to be Weaver. So while he's taking his time, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network. Back live with Oklahoma Sports Network. Weaver seems to be doing all right. But that's going to bring the Beavers to a third down and about 15.
Maybe fixing a little bit of a clock issue there too as well.
Yeah, I think they're taking a second off maybe. But a 3 look for the Bears to our side. Steely's probably going to try and find something over here. High snap for Steely. Getting pressured. Long throw over the middle, but deflected by a host of Broncos, but there is a flag down.
Yeah, I think the Broncos got there a little early. I think Aguilar was maybe just a touch early on the throw or on the catch there. And they're going to get him with pass interference there.
And that's the break the Bears needed on this drive. Push back.
Yeah, you know, I don't know that they're going to get a first down off that, but it will sure be close.
I mean, not bad defense for the Broncos at all. They were covering that up very well with McLaren back there, but maybe just got there a little too early.
Yeah, just a hair early, and the official's going to get you on that one almost every time, that's for sure.
And that is Weaver back in the game playing middle safety, so glad to know he's doing all right. But like you said, not the first down, but very close. 4th and 5 to go for the Bears, and it seems like they're going for this. So 3rd and 4, Steely in the backfield alone. Steely's got it, trying to find a man and does not get the pass off, but another 2 flags are down now.
I'm wondering if we might have some offsetting penalties here, unless they threw it on the same thing. It looks like Brady's looking for a flag there. I think he was held up just a little bit on this close side.
Ref's still trying to figure some things out. Penalty looks like it's going to be on the Bears and pushing them further back.
Yeah, it looks like they got an illegal man downfield, I want to say that call is. A lot of laundry still in the second half.
Absolutely. kind of a late game due to these penalties, but not a lot of people leaving, which is good to see. So the ball essentially stays put. I think they're offsetting penalties. Or they do. Bethany does decline, bringing up 4th down. The Bears still looking to go for this, as they have to. And it looks like the Bears are going to take a timeout. And with that, we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back live with Oklahoma Sports Network as the Bears take the field on this 4th down. Took a timeout to talk about it, and they've got 4 yards to get this 1st down.
Yep, this is a huge play for both teams. Definitely the most important play for both teams tonight.
Absolutely. Still 5 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock. Not much time has expired due to these flags, so still plenty of time for both teams. Soul out in motion. Steely looking for the long wheel route. Oh, and in and out of the hands of Wilson. And that's going to be a turnover for the Bears.
Yeah, it really was a great play. Just barely missed that connection on this close side there. Nothing you can hang your head about, as the offense. Put yourself in a good position. And then, in turn, what a possession by that Broncos defense.
Absolutely, and we've seen this defense play stellar work today, stopping the Bears and scoring drives, holding them to less points, and allowing the Broncos offense to do their thing.
Yeah, just some really key stops. A couple goal line stops for them today to force field goals. And then, you give up that pass interference call, and it goes from 3rd and 19 to 3rd and short. And you stop them for 2 straight plays. So just great defense tonight from the Broncos.
Absolutely. That's a very promising sight for the rest of the season to come, and know that you have a defense that will hang around even late in the 4th quarter.
Yep. Now here's a really important drive here for the Broncos. Really got to buckle down and see if you can't put this thing away. With the ball in your hands instead of, the ball in Noble's.
Absolutely. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 5 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock. McLaren's just going to hand it off to Kiefer. But he's met pretty early by the Bears. No gain.
Yeah, there's another play by number 40, Andrew Holmes. He's been a huge name for that Bears defense on that backside D end.
Yeah, he's having a very good game tonight. Looks like number 5, Seth Greiner, checks into the game, comes to our side. Same set for the Broncos. We're going to hand it off to Kiefer on the outside, trying to get the outside, but the Bears do a good job at stopping that.
Yeah, just a whole host of Bears right there. Specifically number 54, Connor Wines, and on that just initial contact.
But the Broncos lose a yard right there, pulling up 3rd and 11. Still trying to get some of this clock off, but notably needs a 1st down Broncos in a double set to our side. McLaren fakes the throw and hands it back off to Kiefer. And he's plugged in the middle. About a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, just a simple, running back draw right there. Kiefer made a great play to try to extend it, maybe grab a first down. But the Bears really hold, getting in on those tackles right now on Kiefer. So.
Absolutely. So that looks like another timeout. So we'll be right back with Oklahoma Sports Network. Back live with Oklahoma Sports Network after that timeout. 4th down and 6 to go for the Broncos, and I think McLaren's just going to punt this one away and put their hopes in the defense once again.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess the Broncos are gonna punt this one away a little bit quicker maybe than in the past. Make sure you get it off.
So a good kick by McLaren in the hands of Wilson. Trying to make a move to the outside. But brought down by number 24, Tristan Garrett.
Great tackle there by Garrett.
Absolutely. Containing someone like Wilson is very, very important.
Well, Brennan, I feel like we're here again, This Broncos defense is getting put to the test all night.
They are. We've seen these Broncos in this game, in this point, several times, and this is not a time for them to give up, and I don't think they will.
And I think, some of the play calling for the Broncos on that last possession definitely just attributes to, the confidence they have in these guys right now.
Absolutely. Soul trying to get out in motion, but another flag, and I assume it's going to be a false start. That's actually going to be on the Broncos. Offsides. So that pushes the Bears up 1st and 5 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Number 63, Gabe Baxter. Seeley with it, looking for a place to throw, and he does get it thrown and caught. That was caught by number 12, Mason Smith.
I tell you what, that's a great play by Mason Smith just to grab a couple extra yards at the end of that run.
And Kiefer was down there with the tackle and still ripping for the ball. And it looked like he got it out of the arms, but I'm pretty sure Smith was down beforehand. But a good play by the Bears. And Steely finding that open receiver, getting them to the 50-yard line with a 1st and 10. So the clock at 3 minutes even now. Steely looking to the trip side with Broncos chasing after him. Tries to make a throw. It's caught, and it's in and out of the hands on the far side for the Broncos. I believe that was number 7, Dirks Wint. Sorry if I butchered that. But that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Clock stop at 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Yeah, really just a great job by Steely again extending that play, and then Went coming back to the ball and just almost made a great play just in and out of his hands. But, big credit to the Broncos secondary today, making some great tackles and forcing some loose balls. So
Steely alone in the backfield, trying to find something. And he had an open man, but in and out of the hands of number 6, Colin Soule, his running back. And the Bears needed that catch.
Yeah, it was a great ball by Steely. He saw the corner, leave the zone, go to cover 3. So you had that out route wide open, just couldn't quite come up with that catch.
So number 71, Payne Sanders, checks in as nose guard, as Steely is still alone in the backfield with a spread of wide receivers. And he's going to funnel over to those 3, making a short completion to Wilson, but not much.
Yeah, Wilson, just short little gain there. I think the Bears are really going to have to dig into the bag here, see what they got.
Absolutely. After that completion, it's going to bring up 4th and 9. Not ideal for the Bears, but still manageable. And this will be a test for the Broncos, as they have played well in this drive so far. And it looks like the Bears are going to take a timeout. So we here at Oklahoma Sports Network will be right back. Back live with Oklahoma Sports Network. The Bears are looking at a 4th and 9. Very, very important if the Bears want to stay in this game to get this first down.
Yep, another one of those huge plays here.
So Seeley's going to catch the snap alone. Looking over here to this trip side. Making a hard pass, and it's caught by the Bears. That's going to be a first down by number 10, Hayden.
Great catch there on the post. Maybe like a deep dig route there. Great ball by Steely. Stepping up in the pocket and just delivering that throw.
So 1st and 10 for the Bears. Sitting in scoring position. He's going to hand it off to Soule up the middle. Ball fumbled. Picked up by the Broncos, and it's a turnover for the Bears.
When it matters the most, this Broncos defense has absolutely delivered.
Absolutely. They're still fighting for it. But I think it's the Broncos' ball. And they call it Broncos' ball. And that shows you right there the Broncos defense stepping up to the test.
I tell you what, that sideline and those fans are absolutely just erupted.
Absolutely.
What an enormous play by that Broncos defense all night. They have just standed the test of time over and over. Maybe Coach will knock down a couple sprints next week.
Absolutely. But the Broncos offense looking to chew this clock off and put this game away, as McLaren is going to hand it off to Kiefer. And he's just going to continue to do his thing and bully the defense.
Just absolutely carrying a couple Bears with him about every time he touches the ball.
Every time.
That's a great start to the possession, and just maybe some air just sucked out of this Bears defense right now.
So 2nd and 3 for the Broncos. McLaren's going to hand it off to Kiefer again as he finds a lane up the middle. And he's got something swiping at the ball, but no thank you. Kiefer with a huge gain and likely putting this ball game away.
Wow. I mean, that's all I have to say about that. Kiefer absolutely just running all over the place tonight. I would put a good $20 bill on him being over 100 rushing yards tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
What a way to cap the night.
And it seems the Broncos are in victory formation, letting this clock wind down to 50 seconds. And that's what he's going to do, is knee it and put this ball game away. What a win for the Broncos.
Looks like they'll need one more snap to officially close this game out. But
Absolutely.
What a tremendous night if you're a fan of defense, that's for sure.
Absolutely. This Broncos team surely showed who they are and what they want to do this season. What they've done in the offseason has shown, losing a lot of seniors, but that didn't stop them from having a good week one.
Yeah, that's a huge way to start the season. You know, we talked at the beginning about finding your identity, and I think they found out a lot about themselves tonight, and maybe just even, you know, a lot of mental toughness. That defense got put into a lot of high-pressure situations, especially, you know, 2 goal line stops and a couple turnovers forced tonight for them.
Absolutely. So with the clock at 0, Bethany 21, the Noble Bears 13, and that's a win for your Bethany Broncos in Week 1. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's been a presentation of Oklahoma Sports Network. If you haven't already, we do have an app called Oklahoma Sports Network. We encourage you to get the app, and it makes things a lot easier. So thank you very much for your time.